go? This is your boy Beezy430, back again with another video for you guys to enjoy. Shout out to hiphopgoldenage.com. I saw he posted something March 29th to be exact, by one of the writers, Brandon King, on their website, and they had the top 20 Detroit hip hop albums. And you know, me being a Detroit native, born and raised, you know, currently living in Georgia now, but born and raised Detroit, lived there pretty much a good majority of my life. And, you know, been around in the hip-hop scene, the early hip-hop scenes and everything like that. So I figured, like, you know, why not? Let me give my top 20, you know, Detroit hip-hop albums, you know, my preference. You know, I guess my personal favorite Detroit hip-hop albums. I'm not going by which album sold the most and all that. This is all a personal preference for me. I saw the list. It was a pretty good list. I mean, it wasn't nothing where I was like, oh my God, why you have this ranked here, why you have that ranked here. I thought it was an interesting list. I don't know if Brandon King, if you're watching this, I don't know if you're from Detroit too, or you just, you know, or you're just bigging up the Detroit hip-hop scene that I think is pretty dope. But yeah, I just want to do a quick video. I'm going to do a series of these videos. So like this video you're watching is going to be from 20 through 16. Next video will be 15 through 11, 10 through 6, and then 5 through 1. So just to kind of keep this series going for a little bit. Oh yeah, also too, if you're watching, don't forget to click in the link in the description. I have the poll for this month. Classic album reviews. Just let me know which class, you know, you can vote on which classic album you would like for me to review next. The poll is in the description box, so make sure you click that link, vote, and vote, and that's gonna be so I can review it before this month go out, because I got a lot of stuff that's gonna be going on heading towards the end of this month into May, so I want to make sure I get that out. So yes, we're gonna start with number 20 of my favorite Detroit hip hop albums, and number 20 is Obie Trice, Cheers. Just give it like a quick little description. I mean, I want to try to keep these videos as short and quick as possible, but yeah, Cheers, Obie Trice, man. This was during the time when Eminem was kind of pretty getting this label Shady Records on the map, signing 50 Cent. Got Obie Trice, had Stat Quo, but Stat Quo never didn't really pop off. Had D12. You know, so this was around the time when this was really starting to pop up, and he really crafted a, you know, probably not a hip hop classic, but like a Detroit classic, you know, if that makes sense, man. I mean, you know, had Eminem pretty much handled like a good 75% of production on there. Had some production from Dr. Dre, Timberland, who else? DJ Green Lantern, DJ Muggs, you know, just to name a few. But yeah, mostly Eminem handled most of the production. Had features from Busta Rhymes, G Unit, We All Die One Day, you know, that was dope. But yeah, man, I think and D12, he had D12 feature on there too as well. But yeah, that was really in the prime of Shady Records, man. Eminem was all over the place. 50 Cent was all over the place. But yeah, it was definitely a good artist. You know what I'm saying? Not too far from where I stay at. I think near Schoolcraft. I'm from Dre Road. But yeah, that was definitely a slept-on Detroit classic, man. Obie Trice, Cheers at number 20. At number 19, MC producer collab, Pavo Brown and Pavo Brown. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are not familiar with Pavo Brown. As artists he's been working with lately, man. Sky Zoo, Ugly Heroes, OC, Hassan Mackey, Raz Cass. Man, Pavo Brown's been all over the place, man. He's definitely moving up my ranks as like my favorite hip hop producers, man. And him and Pavo Brown, female, I ain't gonna say femc, but you know, she's female MC from Detroit as well. She stays here in Georgia as well too, but she's from the D. Yeah, this was like her not really debut album, but this was on the Mellow Music Group. And this was like one of the times when I kind of first discovered Mellow Music Group. I think this came out like 2010, 2011-ish, 2010. So this was like around the time when I was like a year new into Mellow Music Group. I still love what those guys doing over there, man. Shout out to Mellow Music Group. But yeah, Pavo Brown and Pavo Brown, dark, you know, not gonna say dark, but just like gritty. I think in that time, what I love about Pavo Brown's production is like he fits the mold of Detroit. If you ever been to Detroit, it's like you ride around and you can just see the inspiration and just see how the Pavo Brown has his sound crafted so well. And Pavo Brown, man, that was my introduction to her, and I just thought she was so damn dope over that production. I wish they'd get together and do another collab project, man. But yeah, Pavo Brown was killing it, man. Had features from Miss Corona and Invincible. dude, oh man, like that album is dope, man. That's another slept on. Really, people do not realize how Detroit that shit is, man. And Boog Brown was so thorough on that album, man. So if y'all have not checked that out, go check it out. The Brown Study by Boog Brown and Pavo Brown at my number 19. And number 18, Marv One, Wayne Fonts music. You can catch this on his Bandcamp. Also, too, I think I'm going to probably try to put the links for where you can find these albums at. Most of these albums that I'm going to tell you are already on iTunes, Spotify, you know, all the streaming services. I don't think you don't really need for me to description you guys the links to find these albums. But yes, Marv One, number 18, Marv One, Wayne Fonts music. I tell Marv this every day. Well, not every day, but every time I talk to him, even though I love Soundtrack of Autumn, I still feel like Wayne Fonts music is his best complete overall body of work. Like, he was hitting all spectrums with this one, man. He gave you some kind of like semi-commercial joints, the street joints, storytelling joints, everything, man. He was giving it boom bap. Not no trap shit. I don't think he had no trap shit on there, but like, dude, I think that's like his well-round project overall to me for some reason, man. I still love Wayne Fonts music to this day. I still bump that album to this day. That album came out like 2010, 2011-ish as well, so on his Bandcamp. So make sure y'all check that out. At my number 18, Marv One, Wayne Fonts music. At number 17, I have Danny Brown Triple X. Danny Brown Triple X. We reviewed this on the Daily Hip Hop channel. If you subscribe to that channel, if you check it out, if you check that channel out, check out that review. You can search it, type it up. But yeah, man, Danny Brown Triple X. That album is like, that's when Danny Brown started taking off. Because before then, Danny Brown had countless of mixtapes, countless of albums before then. Like, you know, for someone that's probably not from Detroit or not really into that Detroit hip hop scene, listen to that album. That was a lot of people's introduction to Danny Brown. Like, believe it or not. I mean, then they went back. But, you know, some people was like, man, Triple X was my first time listening to Danny Brown. I love that dude. Danny Brown is so dope. And yes, it was just like, that was the album where I was just like, man, this dude is really getting ready to take off. Like, yeah, that album is still, that's another one that still gets play for me to this day, man. That actually made my top 5 when we did our top 5 albums for 2011. So that made my top 5, man. But yeah, Danny Brown, number 17 with Triple X. And last album to wrap up this video, Black Milk, Popular Demand. This was Black Milk's debut album, pretty much, on Fat Beats. He had just signed with Fat Beats Records. He had made another like mixtape album, I guess you want to call it, Sound of the City, back in 2005, 2004-ish. Came out with this Fat Beats. When Fat Beats recognized him, signed him on to Fat Beats Records, and the rest is history, man. Popular Demand, to this day, that's probably one of Black Milk's most soulful-driven beat album that he's produced, man. Like, that joint was so soulful and so nice, man. At that time, Black Milk wasn't, I ain't gonna say, he wasn't like a slouch on the mic, but he wasn't as good as he is now with these recent albums that he's released recently on the mic, man. He's really stepped up that MIC game, man, since Popular Demand. I can definitely tell the growth, but the beats, man, them beats were so soulful and knocking, man. So that was shit. And then at that time, he was starting to produce for some heavy hitters, man, at that time, too. I guess being with Fat Beats kind of put him over the top. So, yeah. So, there you go. My 20 through my 16. Make sure y'all check out. I'm going to probably try to upload my 15 through 11 sooner than later. But don't forget, vote in the classic poll. Follow me on Twitter. All that other great stuff. I just want to try to make this video as short and quickly as possible. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Catch y'all out later. Peace.